All right, Jackie, what are your hopes and dreams here in Lake Placid?
My hopes and dreams in Lake Placid, I'm excited for the race. It's my first time here. I'm just looking to have a good, solid, steady race, something I can be proud of. I've had a few good months of training since St. George, and I'm just excited to see what I can do.
Have you had a chance to let this first year as a professional sink in?
I think so. Yeah, it's been pretty exciting, and I've done better than I imagined, and I'm excited to continue racing and growing. I still have a lot to learn. I've only been racing a few years overall. Even though this is my first year as a pro, I only started doing this in 2008. So I'm excited to see what I can come up with in the future.
So what are the realities of swimming, biking, and running with the pros?
The reality is most of the day is quite lonely, especially for the women pros. The guy pros all get so far out ahead. And for the women, lots of times you're by yourself for a lot of the day on the bike ride. You may see one up ahead to pass, or one or two may come up, but generally it's fairly lonely till the second loop, where you start to get some, the men age groupers coming up. And it's pretty exciting too if you get to the run and you have the cameras following you, and it is a lot different than the age group scenario.
We haven't talked since St. George. Have you had a chance to reflect on that experience and finishing second in your first ever pro debut at an Ironman distance?
Yeah, I was really happy with how St. George went, and I've thought a lot about it, and it was just a great race for me. Everything came together well, and I was happy to have the experience of doing it the year before, that I felt like I could push a lot harder on the bike ride, and it allowed me to feel confident going into the run. Even though I biked a half hour faster than the year before, I knew my legs would be there for the run, and I knew what hills to expect, and I feel really great about that race.
What's your confidence going into your second ever Ironman as a professional?
I feel more confident than the first one. I still feel like I'm pretty new at this, which is nice that people have low expectations kind of for me, which I like. I like kind of like proving myself. I think that is kind of where I thrive, is getting out there and just doing the best I can. And a lot of the girls, I still don't really know them, and I don't know their strengths, and so I think that helps me not to get intimidated or really worry about it.
Any strategy going into this course?
I'm gonna hit it the same as I hit St. George, I guess. Being extremely careful about nutrition and hydration as number one most important. Paying attention to my body, and just not spending too many bucks on the first loop of the bike is really important.